I asked her, Deepika, can you just do your step for me, please? And then I copied what her style was.
To some extent, I'd heard about this phenomenon of Hrithik Roshan, but I think I experienced it.
So thank you for that again. Thank you.
Very sweet.
No, of course, I was very excited to work with her.
Say nice things.
And I think everything becomes very easy when two actors come as actors and are focused on interpreting the lines and getting the best out of each scene that's on paper. And with Deepika, that became really, really easy because she brings a lot of realism in her work. And so I was constantly just bouncing off of that, you know. Each line that she says, it is coming from a very, very deep place, and I could tell that this is real. And if I don't maintain that, you know, I might look like I'm overdoing things. So I had to make sure that I'm at that frequency. And thanks to her, I think all the scenes of Minnie and Patty look extremely vulnerable. They look extremely endearing and very, very real. And there's another little thing that helped me a lot. This is when we were shooting for Sher Khul Gaye. And I had obviously put in a lot of effort in, you know, getting the steps right.
You didn't.
But when I saw Deepika doing the same step, I was like, this is looking so effortless, man.
Now he's embarrassing.
And then I asked her, and you remember this.
I remember this.
I asked her, Deepika, can you just do your step for me, please? And we are on set, cameras ready. I'm like, no, I'm not doing this until I understand what's going wrong with my step. So I asked her to do the step. I saw what she was doing, and then I copied what her style was.
Sure. Basically, I was doing it so badly that we had no choice that he copies me.
You can't say that because सबने गाना देखा है.
सबने गाना देखा हुआ है और आप भी थे वहाँ पर, आप थे. I asked her to do the step, then because sometimes you know, you get very lost in the technicality of the step, and I was getting lost in the technicality of it. जब मैंने उन्हें देखा, I said, this is looking effortless. I am going to now change the step a little bit and do it the way she does it, and that enhanced my dance as well. So thank you for that again. Thank you.
Very sweet. Thank you.
Your say of it,
Yeah, Hrithik was my
One,
student.
I find it very hard to believe because I never trust anything he says. But having said that, no, he did mention this to me when we were.
Not once.
I find
Happened
it's
three
very hard
times.
to believe because I think an actor and a dancer of his caliber to say that, and the acting bit I'm hearing, I think for the first time.
No, I have
You have
mentioned
said
this
it
to you
before.
many
Yes.
times.
I just don't take it seriously. But yes, I think of course it's always special when you work with someone for the first time. It's also, there's a lot of discovering. You don't know, there's so much expectation. He's probably seen my work, I've seen his work. You always build this expectation in your head about a colleague. And when you go onto set, sometimes it's what you expect, sometimes it's more than what you expect, and sometimes it's just not what you expect. And for me, it's to some extent I'd heard about this phenomenon of Hrithik Roshan, but I think I experienced it for the first time. So everything that we've all heard about his craft and honesty and, you know, his process and all of that, it is that and a lot more. And a lot more is what I've experienced after working with him. I don't think I've come across any actor who is so, like, there's just, he's just only thinking about this all the time. Every line, every movement, and yet so effortless. And yeah, I think what we were both able to do is just be very honest with each other when the cameras were rolling, and I think it is very, very special when you find an actor, another actor in front of you who can do the same thing, because otherwise sometimes it's a little difficult. And then it makes it fun, it makes it challenging. Then when your director says you want to do one more take, you look forward to it because you never know what is going to come out of it. It's not rehearsed. And that happens often. You work with people because they have a beat and you know exactly this is what, no matter how many times you do it, this is exactly what you're going to get. And then you have actors where you never know what to expect. So in fact, it's really nice to keep trying different things. And most importantly, I feel like I've learned a lot from him. I don't think I've extracted his brain enough. I think there was an opportunity because I'm very shy, and so I feel like I'll impose if I ask too many questions, but I feel like I had that opportunity.
Nonsense.
And I didn't make the most of it. But here is a person I feel like you can just learn so much from him. And there are moments where I've asked him questions and learned and observed, and I've definitely taken a lot from this as an actor.
You know, Pathaan, it actually set the tone for the entire year, 2023, with, you know, obviously the many, like the 1,000 crores. And it really set the ball rolling. What are your expectations, you know, with this aerial extravaganza, really?
So, may I start?
Yes, please, this is your question.
So honestly, like I said, the kind of timing that we had in Pathaan, we were coming out, even if it wasn't that timing, there is nobody, I think I can speak for all filmmakers in this country, nobody when he's making the film obviously expects it or wants it, but कभी कोई सोच नहीं सकता कि हम वो success attain करेंगे या वो figures attain करेंगे. Nobody can plan for it, you can dream, but there's no planning that can go into it and you can achieve it. So it's a lot of luck, it's a lot of love, a lot of effort obviously. We were all taken by surprise, everyone. I don't think there's anybody in that team of Pathaan that expected that. And we all hope कि थोड़ा प्यार मिले हमें और हम एक सॉफ्ट एंट्री वापस हिंदी फिल्मों की ला सकें into the hearts of the audience, एक सॉफ्ट एंट्री. एंड उन्होंने तो दिल ही खोल दिया अपना पूरा हमारे लिए, एंड दैट इज़ जस्ट द लव ऑफ द ऑडियंस एंड वी डिडंट एक्सपेक्ट इट, एंड आई थिंक वी टेक द अपॉर्चुनिटी टू थैंक द ऑडियंस फॉर दैट. And now we are at the cusp of something very, very special again, and we're just hoping, not for the numbers, we're just hoping प्यार मिले, recognition मिले. हमने देश की पिक्चर बनाई है, देसी पिक्चर बनाई है, एक बहुत रूटेड पिक्चर है ये. Yes, बहुत स्टाइलाइज्ड है, बट एक्चुअली बहुत देसी पिक्चर है ये, एक हिंदी पिक्चर है ये, एंड इट स्पीक्स टू द लोवेस्ट कॉमन डिनोमिनेटर, एंड एवरीबडी from, you know, families to the youth to the masses to the elitist, there'll be something for everybody in this film, and we're just hoping for love. Numbers will follow.
Numbers will follow, Deepika?
Yeah, I mean, you know, like I said this earlier, I feel like nobody makes, I don't know, I just feel like, I know people do, but when you make movies for the box office and when you work in reverse, you're just not being true to the process, and I think that always shows eventually. And in the work that we've done before, I know that that has never been the intention. The intention is to tell a beautiful story that the audience is going to connect with, that's going to have a positive impact. And you're going to have a great time while making the movie, because the process is as important as the result in itself. And I think what makes Fighter even more special is this is our tribute and our thank you to every single fighter out there who puts their life at risk every single day so that we are safe. And so this is our thank you to them.
Subscribe to Midday India. Get direct notifications on all our videos by clicking on the bell icon.